crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 8th, crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 8th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Apiti, Rosé et Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Ayede Kiraat, Mathubanti Bagchi, Divya. Tu Boda, Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Kisik, Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minale. Aricharan Iswetamoan. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Apiti, Rosé, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar, SZA. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. That's So True, Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's Himba 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from Himba 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. Uber set to pilot its buses in Hyderabad, Mumbai soon. Pew announces that 1 in 10 Americans rarely or never drive a car. In the EU, number of air passengers up almost a quarter in 2023. Apple explores Max headsets with built-in cellular data. Jeff Bezos says he's putting a lot of time in at Amazon to help it become an AI winner. Nigeria begins malaria vaccine rollout. Wuhan lab samples hold no close relatives to virus behind COVID. Several drugs, including fentanyl, found in bottlenose dolphins in Gulf of Mexico, scientists say. Netflix ordered to pay $385,000 to woman outed in documentary as secret child of fertility doctor. Mariah Carey blames bad lighting in Spotify Christmas video claiming to be AI-generated. Moderators across social media struggle to contain celebrations of United Healthcare CEO's assassination. In the U.S., NRF and Happy Returns report claims 2024 retail returns to total $890 billion. Hong Kong retains status as world's busiest air cargo hub. Reportedly, luxury brands face a retail labor crisis as 51% of employees plan to leave their jobs. Saudi Arabia plans to allow tougher nuclear oversight by IAEA this year. Miniature black holes could be hollowing out planets and zipping through our bodies, new study claims, as microscopic black holes may be flying through our solar system. Reuters reports that BP seeks buyers for U.S. natural gas pipeline system stake, sources say. In the U.S., FDA may finally ban artificial red dye from beverages, candy, and other foods. Falls linked to increased risk of dementia in older adults. UN announces that $1.4 billion needed for sexual and reproductive health services in crisis-hit countries. Iran launches military satellite, sending nation's largest ever payload to orbit, claimed in reports. NASA working to get private space stations up and running before ISS retires in 2030. China deploys fruit flies in space station. Syrian rebels topple President Assad. Prime Minister calls for free elections. Russia advises citizens to leave Syria. SDF wants to dialogue with HTS and Turkey. Assad regime ends. Dictator's plane disappears from radar after leaving Damascus. Trump says that U.S. should not get involved in conflict in Syria. In the Great Rift, Africa's splitting plates could give birth to a new ocean, but with consequences. Saving old and wise animals vital for species survival, say scientists. FT comments as mainstream memecoins signal changing markets. Google sues after Consumer Financial Protection Bureau orders supervision of its payment arm. Turkey ranks third globally in cryptocurrency ownership, claimed in a report. Brazil extends Nike kit deal to 2038 and it's worth $100 million per year, AP source says. Stolen ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz are auctioned for $28 million. Olivia Wilde says movie-loving girls are told to be actresses while boys are told to be directors. Meta rolls out MetaMate AI tool for employees, aims to create world's best enterprise assistant. AI's growth is just getting started, BlackRock's thematic ETF head says. A lollipop interface has been developed for simulating taste in virtual environments. U.S. House to vote to provide $3 billion to remove Chinese telecoms equipment. And U.S. alleges China hack calls of very senior political figures, official says. Biden administration announces nearly $1 billion aid package for Ukraine as Trump meets with Zelensky. In Taiwan, for indicted on suspicion of spying for China while serving in military. Trump's new cryptos are called OpenAI, a piranha, for-profit company. Reportedly, Sam Altman challenges Elon Musk not to engage in corruption. Recently, Elon Musk is ratcheting up his attacks on his old partner Sam Altman, calling him Swindly Sam and OpenAI a market-paralyzing gorgon. OpenAI employee says they've already achieved AGI. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawlers December 7th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. AJ Key Rad. Mati Beni Bagchi Divya. Tu Boda. Oscar Maidoni Fuerza Regida. Kissick, Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minnale. Aricharanis Wetamoan. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Appétit. Rosé, Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar, SZA. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. That's So True, Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US digital bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG, Battlegrounds. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. One more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's HIMBA 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from HIMBA 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. HIMBA 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. X's Grok AI chatbot is now available to all users. OpenAI seeks to unlock investment by ditching AGI clause with Microsoft. Meta's AI chatbot nears 600 million monthly users, Zuckerberg says. Trading platform eToro taps Goldman Sachs as it plans U.S. IPO. U.S. regulator told banks to avoid crypto, letters obtained by Coinbase reveal. Feds using banks to surveil Americans' financial data without warrants, House Judiciary says. Romanian court cancels presidential election amid Russian influence fears. Putin's pals say Tucker Carlson is acting as a secret backchannel to Trump and Russia ready to use any means to prevent defeat in Ukraine, said Lavrov. Hungary's intelligence agency spied on visiting European Union officials, claimed in a report. Uber and WeRide launch robotaxi service in Abu Dhabi. Google sues Consumer Financial Protection Bureau after agency puts it under federal supervision. FBI warns Android and iPhone users to stop texting each other. LA Times owner plans to add AI-powered bias meter on news stories, sparking newsroom backlash. Scientists teach AI to recreate human personality after a 2-hour interview, as AI simulations of 1,000 people accurately replicate their behavior. Reportedly, AI found a new way to create quantum entanglement. Musk gave $20 million to PAC that used late Justice RBG to defend Trump on abortion. Pope creates 21 cardinals, many of them reformers in their own right, to carry out his reform plans. Many targeted for removal by Trump can't be deported, ICE data shows. Goldman Sachs quits Global Climate Coalition for banks. Ship strikes now leading cause of whale deaths, University of Washington study finds. UN plastics treaty talks collapse following divisions over production caps. Von der Leyen clinches EU-Mercosur trade deal in face of French opposition. Following U.S. sanctions, Putin lifts requirement for Gazprom Bank to handle all payments for Russian gas, as Putin changes ruble rules to keep Russian gas flowing to EU, and Putin cancels option for rubles conversion at Gazprom Bank in Russian gas payments. In Hong Kong, monetary authority takes disciplinary action against China CITIC Bank International Limited for contraventions of anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing ordinance. In the U.S., appeals court upholds law ordering China-based ByteDance to sell TikTok or face U.S. ban. The EU makes an urgent TikTok inquiry on Russia's role in Romanian election turmoil. Thailand taps NVIDIA to build its sovereign AI. Gallup announces that view of U.S. healthcare quality declines to 24-year low. CDC announces detection of illegally manufactured fentanyls and carfentanil in drug overdose deaths in the United States, as approximately 70% of U.S. overdose deaths in 2023 were estimated to involve illegally manufactured fentanyls, IMFs. Reports indicate reemergence of carfentanil, a fentanyl analog. Dietary fructose enhances tumor growth indirectly via interorgan lipid transfer. Europe's Proba 3 mission will create an artificial eclipse to the study sun's corona. Astronomers detect the first astrosphere around a sun-like star. Clone Robotics announces android with muscular, skeletal, nervous, and vascular systems running on water jets. 5 years later, PUBG creator PlayerUnknown finally reveals his massive open-world survival game projects, aiming for realistic worlds thousands of kilometers wide across 3 games. NBA will return to China with 2 preseason games, 5 years after Daryl Morey Hong Kong firestorm. 5 years ago, NBA executives Hong Kong tweet starts firestorm in China, and ensued Hong Kong tweeting NBA Houston Rockets executive Daryl Morey steps down. Tencent reportedly wants a greater say over Ubisoft as investment discussions continue, and Ubisoft shares surged 31% as Tencent and Guillemot family reportedly mull buyout. BBC ends financial data feeds to save money. Max expands TCM Hub with hundreds of classic titles in major new curatorial investment. Joseph Gordon-Levitt directing AI thriller for Rian Johnson's T Street, and Hathaway to star. Israeli president calls Elon Musk to revive Gaza hostage talks. Reportedly, the White House gave Israel coordinates to save an American's family. Then Israel bombed them again. Lebanon closes all but main Syrian border after Israeli airstrike. NATO to develop drone fleet to safeguard Baltic and Mediterranean underwater infrastructure. Putin signs agreement offering Russia's security guarantees to ally Belarus. And Putin says new Orshnik hypersonic missile could be deployed in Belarus. Plan to refreeze Arctic sea ice shows promise in first tests. New Zealander wins Spanish-language Scrabble comp without speaking language. 80 works confiscated from organized crime on display at the Royal Palace in Milan. South Korean president says he won't seek to impose martial law again. Truly sorry for anxiety. New York Times reports that Iran begins to evacuate military officials and personnel from Syria. Assad remains in Syria, urged to govern in exile after fall of Hama, per report. Jordanian embassy in Washington, D.C., says no Jordanian officials advised Assad to leave Syria. The Telegraph comments as if Assad falls, Putin and the mullahs could be next. Reportedly, Assad's family flees to Russia. Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with News Source Crawlers December 6th, 2024 edition. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs November 22nd to November 28th, 2024. Appétit. José Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Aede Kiraat. Mathubanti Bachi. Divya. Tu Boda. Oscar Maidón y Fuerza Regida. Kissick. Sublashini. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Karol G. Minnale. Aricharan y Sweta Moan. Birds of a Feather. Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22nd to Thursday, November 28th, 2024. Appétit. José. Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. Lady Gaga. Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar. SZA. Birds of a Feather. Billie Eilish. Squabble Up. Kendrick Lamar. That's So True. Gracie Abrams. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films, non-English. Tmax. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18th to November 24th, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside. Season 1. Arcane. Season 2. Cobra Kai. Season 6. Most viewed TV, non-English. The Cage. Season 1. Sisters Feud. Season 1. The Empress. Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers from December 2nd, 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top selling and top played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue list for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 to Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. Counter-Strike 2, Farming Simulator 25, PUBG, Battlegrounds, Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds 1 known exploited vulnerability to catalog. 1 more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's HIMBA 1.5b. Instruct is a 1.5b parameter model fine-tuned from HIMBA 1.5b, based using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally collected synthetic datasets. This model is fine-tuned with supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. HIMBA 1.5b. Instruct is capable of many complex and important tasks like math reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. OpenAI launches full O1 model with image uploads and analysis. Debuts ChatGPT Pro. Copilot Vision, Microsoft's AI tool that can read your screen, launches in preview. China cuts fighter pilot training by 1 year, on track for full overhaul by early 2030s. Waymo to expand to Miami, aims to launch robotaxi service there in 2026. California will require fingerprint screening for Uber drivers to provide ride shares to minors. Consumer Reports survey finds electric vehicle reliability improving but lagging gas models. Reuters reports that TSMC in talks with NVIDIA for AI chip production in Arizona, sources say. Meta to invest $10 billion for Louisiana data center. OpenAI strikes content deal with Tom's Guide owner future. Crypto startups ousted as Ponzi schemes by U.S. are thriving in Dubai. McKinsey agrees to pay $122 million to settle South Africa bribery case. And former McKinsey Africa director admits bribing Eskom and Transnet officials as guilty plea is released. Legendary Medellin cartel drug lord released from U.S. prison after serving 25 years. Streaming site Twitch is embroiled in controversy over creators' content about its handling of Israel and Palestine as J.P. Morgan, AT&T pulled Twitch ads following anti-Semitism claims. Amazon's Prime Video is adding Apple TV Plus as a subscription add-on. TikTok partners with Nielsen to track cross-media ad campaign performance. Bahamas rejects Trump proposal to take in deported third-country migrants. Mexico president will ask Trump to deport non-Mexican migrants directly to their home countries, as incoming Trump administration plans to deport some migrants to countries other than their own. In the U.S., Census Bureau director says citizenship question in 2030 would dampen participation. 4 years ago, Trump signs memo to omit undocumented immigrants from census apportionment count. After Trump's win, some women are considering the 4B movement. The no sex, no dating, no marriage, no children. Interest grows in 4B movement to swear off men. Russia revokes rehabilitations of 4,000 Soviet-era victims of political repression, restoring their status as traitors to the motherland. Italian nun among 25 arrested in raid against Ndrangheta Mafia. EU Naval Force claims Chinese fishing vessel under control of alleged pirates in Somali waters. James Cameron's Lightstorm Vision, Meta Inc. multi-year partnership for 3D entertainment. WWE to remain family-friendly in 2025's Netflix era. Pantone names Mocha Mousse 2025 Color of the Year. Satellite images show Iran's new drone carrier has set sail, leaving its home port for the first time. Israeli intelligence sees growing chance Assad's forces collapse in Syria. 48,000 Russian soldiers may be MIA in Ukraine, Putin's relative reveals. OPEC Plus delays oil output hike until April 2025, extends cuts into 2026. Decline of reflective low clouds may have contributed to recent record heat. Vanuatu urges World Court to recognize climate change harms, as Vanuatu's youth-led movement on climate change heads to the ICJ. Oldest known remnants of archery in Europe discovered in Spain's Bat Cave. The largest Stegosaurus fossil ever found just sold for $44.6 million at Sotheby's to billionaire Ken Griffin. What can glow in the dark for days using fungus that infects trees, researchers find. Pakistan's jailed former PM Imran Khan threatens civil disobedience movement. 1 day ago, Pakistan's Imran Khan indicted on charges of inciting attacks against military. Canada bans more types of firearms and proposes donating guns to Ukraine. Ukrainian group in U.S. opposes Starlink expansion due to Musk's Russia ties. The 38th Annual Conference on Neural Information Processing Systems, dubbed as Olympics of AI, to take place at Vancouver Convention Center between Tuesday, December 10th through Sunday, December 15th. Trump names Musk ally David Sachs, AI and crypto czar, to coordinate policy. Humanoid robots could create a $7 trillion market in the next 25 years, says Citi analysts. Elon Musk spent over $250 million to help elect Trump. Trump talks up his transition and election victory as he receives Fox Nation Award. New York Times comments as, Trump could take us to war with Iran, but he could also broker peace. China cutting e-commerce red tape to ease export of small packages, support flexible jobs. Chinese car makers turn to hybrids to avoid EV tariffs from the EU. China counters U.S. by proposing 20% price reduction on domestic products. Critics' Choice Awards nominations announced. FX's Shogun leads TV nominations. Kraftwerk celebrate 50 years of Autobahn, announced 2025 North American tour. Project K, as League of Legends card game revealed by Riot Games. LPGA, USGA new policy requires female at birth or pre-puberty change. In Switzerland, 16-year-old may change gender entry, as Swiss court rules teen can change gender entry without parents. Tokyo government gives workers 4-day workweek to boost fertility, family time. Feds are probing 764, the COM's use of cybercriminal tactics to carry out violent crimes. 65% of employees bypass cybersecurity policies, driven by hybrid work and flexible access. Apple stealth piracy app Trio, by a group whose combined age 215 years, face $18.5 million damages claim. Scientists developed the world's first carbon-14 diamond battery, offering a 5,000-year lifespan. The device uses radioactive decay to generate low power levels. NASA says moon mission is further delayed, but hopes to land astronauts before China. Research shows more than 150 million mental diagnoses may be linked to lead in gasoline. Major health insurance companies take down leadership pages following murder of United Healthcare CEO. Up to 1 in 5 households in Europe experience catastrophic spending because of healthcare costs, new WHO digital platform shows. Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition. December 5th, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more. Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs from November 22nd, 2024 to November 28th, 2024. 1. APT. Rose and Bruno Mars. Die with a Smile. 2. Lady Gaga et Bruno Mars Agi Kirat. 3. Oscar Maidón y Fuerza Regida Tu boda. 4. Sublashini Kissick. 5. Karol G. Si antes te hubiera conocido. Spotify's weekly top songs global chart from Friday, November 22nd, 2024 to Thursday, November 28th, 2024 features the following songs. APT by Rosé featuring Bruno Mars 2. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga featuring Bruno Mars. 3. Luther with SZA by Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA. 4. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. 5. Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list from November 18th to November 24th, 2024, here are the most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman. Hot Frosty. Spellbound. Minions. The Rise of Gru. And here are the most viewed films in non-English languages. GTMX. The Lost Children. Let Go. Devara. From Netflix's Global Top 10 list for the period from November 18th, 2024 to November 24th, 2024, here are the most watched TV shows in English. A Man on the Inside, Season 1. Arcane, Season 2. Cobra Kai, Season 6. And here are the most viewed TV shows in non-English languages. The Cage, Season 1. Sisters Feud, Season 1. The Empress, Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers, from 02/December/2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims, Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Discover the top-selling and most played games across the platform. From the top 100 products by revenue, here are the games that have been the most popular during the specified period. Counter-Strike 2, Farming Simulator 25, PUBG, Battlegrounds, Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA has released 6 Industrial Control Systems, ICS, advisories and added one known exploited vulnerability to its catalog. One more drop in the AI ocean. NVIDIA's Himba 1.5B, Instruct, a 1.5 billion parameter model, is a refined version of Himba 1.5B base. It has been fine-tuned using a combination of open-source instruction datasets and internally generated synthetic datasets. The model has been trained through supervised fine-tuning and direct preference optimization. Himba 1.5B Instruct demonstrates remarkable capabilities in performing complex and significant tasks, including mathematical reasoning, function calling, and role-playing. Russian criminals helped UK drug gangs launder lockdown cash, as UK uncovers vast crypto laundering scheme for gangsters and Russian spies. At least 8 U.S. telecom firms were hit by China's hacking campaign, White House says, and U.S. senators vow action after briefing on Chinese Salt Typhoon telecom hacking. It has been announced that dozens of nations hit by China hack, as Americans warn to stop sending texts and U.S. officials urge Americans to use encrypted apps amid unprecedented cyber attack. Smugglers caught with 6,000 kilograms meth used Elon Musk's Starlink to navigate. OpenAI's 12 days of ShipMoss include Sora and new reasoning model, and ChatGPT surpasses 300 million weekly active users. Baidu confirmed as China Apple intelligence model provider, but privacy concerns mount. As the information reports, Apple hit snags adapting Baidu's AI models for China users. Google launches new image and video generative AIs, Imagen 3 and Veo. Amazon accused of secretly excluding low-income neighborhoods from Prime delivery by District of Columbia's Attorney General. EU could target ultra-low-cost e-tailers like Shine and Temu with package handling fee or import tax. UK police forces quietly withdraw from X platform amid content concerns. Joe Rogan again had the #1 podcast on Spotify for 2024. DAZN signs landmark free-to-view deal with FIFA to exclusively broadcast FIFA Club World Cup 2025 globally. IRA bomber Marion Price sues Disney Plus over murder scene in TV show Say Nothing. SenseTime restructures to focus on AI cloud and vision models. Western AI firms are worried about censorship in China's AI models. OpenAI and Dural to develop anti-drone AI for U.S. defense. New York Post comments as Joe Biden's predictable pardon of Hunter didn't threaten his reputation. It cemented an already corrupt legacy. Bernie Sanders says Elon Musk is a very smart guy, and RFK Jr. is right about our unhealthy society. Trump pick for NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman is a billionaire who paid for 2 SpaceX flights. UK bans daytime TV ads for cereals, muffins, and burgers. Nearly 30% of U.S. drugstores closed in 1 decade, study shows, and maternity wards closed at most U.S. rural hospitals, study claims. Waterborne disease outbreaks associated with splash pads. United States, 1997 to 2022, illness can be transmitted by ingesting water contaminated with feces. The world's oldest known albatross laid an egg at the age of 74. Antarctica's Conger ice shelf was weakening for decades before collapse. Scientists find, 2 years ago, East Antarctica ice shelf, Conger ice shelf, collapses for the first time in human history. Archaeologists suspect shipwreck found near Kenya may be from Vasco da Gama's last voyage. Mexico detains more than 5,200 migrants in single day. Reportedly, migrant caravans continue despite Trump's threats. Mexican troops seize a record fentanyl haul days after Trump threatened tariffs. U.S. offers $15 million for arrest of Mexican cartel leader El Mencho. French lawmakers vote to oust prime minister in the first successful no-confidence vote since 1962. Yale list picks Taylor Swift childless cat lady as 2024's top quote. MSNBC comments as, South Korea just gave Donald Trump a warning if his opponents are listening. South Korean leader will face impeachment vote over martial law declaration. South Korean opposition leader thought martial law announcement was a deep fake. Trump nominates cryptocurrency advocate Paul Atkins as SEC chair. Robinhood considering move into sports betting, CEO Vlad Tenev says. Trump's crypto project gets $30 million investment from Justin Sunday. Ethnic Slovak naive paintings from Serbia join UNESCO's list of cultural heritage, and the roof restorers of Paris now have UNESCO cultural heritage recognition. X-rays reveal a tiny 19th century beetle embedded in a Paul Gauguin painting. A Swiss auction firm becomes first to sell art solely authenticated by AI. World entering third nuclear age with few guardrails, UK military chief says. The US is building an early warning system to detect geoengineering. Georgian opposition figures arrested as pro-EU protests continue. Threads users can now follow profiles from other Fediverse servers. With Blue Sky Open API, data scrapers may access Firehouse for AI training, as demoed by Hugging Face. Korea arrests CEO for adding DDoS feature to satellite receivers. NHL announces Finland, Sweden rosters for 2025 Four Nations face-off with USA, Canada. Spotify and Notebook LM have teamed up to create a personalized AI podcast about your year in audio. Scottish artist Ghislaine Kaur, who put doily on a car, wins Turner Prize 2024. In Baltic Sea, Russian ship fires signaling ammunition at German army helicopter. Bloomberg comments as Europe's newest startup trend, making AI-powered weapons, and Helsing, defense AI company in Europe unveils intelligent swarm-capable strike drone for mass and precision. In First Call, Russian defense chief cautioned top U.S. general about large-scale military exercise in Mediterranean Sea, as Russia's top general and U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff chairman discuss atoms, Orshnik, and North Korean troops in rare phone call, reported by NYT. Cuba's electric grid collapses after power plant failure, leaving millions in the dark. Thai PM Paedingtarn eyes National Disaster Center to handle floods, droughts, as Thailand plans to set up National Disaster Management Center. Saxo launches its flagship 2025 Outrageous Predictions Report, one as a natural disaster bankrupts a large insurance company for the first time. TikTok Shop triples Black Friday sales, topping $100 million. Tesla tells workers building Cybertruck to stay home as demand slumps. Shell, Equinor to form JV creating UK's largest independent oil and gas producer. Russia-linked Turla exploits Pakistani hacker servers to target Afghan and Indian entities. U.S. chips are no longer safe, Chinese industry bodies say in latest trade salvo. Romania was target of aggressive hybrid Russian attacks during elections, Security Council says. Caffeine's impact on brain's mesolimbic dopaminergic pathway could reduce alcohol's addictive effects. Elderly women have more robust natural killer lymphocytes than do elderly men, shown as the effect of sex on immune cells and healthy aging. Hidden entrance to a mysterious ancient temple found tucked away in an Egyptian cliff face. Crypto trading volume surged to $10 trillion for the first time in November. Texas judge blocks anti-money laundering laws enforcement nationwide, as federal court puts enforcement of the Corporate Transparency Act on hold. British regulators approve $19 billion Vodafone 3 mobile merger. Blinken says he wants to give successor Rubio the strongest hand possible. Amnesty International investigation concludes Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. U.S. arrests man allegedly helping North Korea prepare surprise attack on South. Elon Musk plans to expand Colossus AI supercomputer tenfold. Google DeepMind introduces Genie 2, an autoregressive latent diffusion model for virtual world and game creation with minimal input. PlayStation boss says AI will revolutionize gaming, but must be balanced with human touch. Taylor Swift's Eras tour book sells a reported 814,000 copies in 2 days. Elden Ring 2 not in development, but From Software has multiple projects in the works in variety of genres, says Hidetaka Miyazaki. And Hidetaka Miyazaki says Elden Ring might be as big a game as he ever wants to make. Where From Software is right now, in terms of scale, I would say Elden Ring is really the limit. 480-year-old firearm discovered in Arizona, described by researchers as the oldest found in the U.S. Pew Research announces for the U.S. that voters broadly positive about how elections were conducted, in sharp contrast to 2020. Trump advisors renew push for pardon of Edward Snowden. 3 weeks ago, Fox reported as Trump cabinet picks increase odds Edward Snowden could see life of freedom in the U.S. Jeff Bezos says he will try to talk Trump out of idea that the news media is an enemy. As Jeff Bezos says he is proud of decision to end endorsements at Washington Post. Very optimistic about second Trump term. As Jeff Bezos says he is optimistic about a new Trump term and can help with